Hi, my name's Joe McCoe and this is part of my How Bloodborne Works series. Today it's going to be a short video on how to open a dungeon. So let's get to it. In Hunter's Dream you have your main gravestones, but then to the right you have these special gravestones. Well, they're all special gravestones, but here you have a makeshift altar. What this does is basically allows you to join other people's dungeons easy and quickly. So on the co-op dungeon, if you've got a friend who's in there who's ringing their beckoning bell, you can use this and this will summon you into their game. If you have their password, you'll get summoned into the game. If you don't have a password and someone's ringing without a password, you can join in on their game. So you can even help complete strangers. The other one here I'd like to show you quickly is the adversarial quick search, and what this does is this will actually allow you to invade other people's games if they have a Sinister Bell Maiden ringing in there, that is. Anyway, on to the next one. So we have these gravestones here and they're all basically the same. So we will start from the first one, but you can do this with any of them. So you'll go up to the altar. This is the first ritual altar. We'll click X, I'm on the PS4 to enter that. So we have three options: Chalice Ritual, Chalice Dungeon Search, and Search by Glyph. So what we'll do is we'll do the Chalice Ritual, which means you'll click on that. We'll go to the first chalice you can get. But if you look at the top, you have 4 different types of chalices. Right, so here you've got in the middle the materials that you need. This is a depth 1 dungeon, so the easiest type of dungeon, so we don't need much materials for it. We have a shared fixed dungeon, which means if it's highlighted, other people can enter the dungeon. If it isn't, no one can enter it. It's just you on your own. Once you've got what you want, you can do a conduct. You go to conduct ritual, yes, and you will create the dungeon. That's it. It'll tell you that it's created. If you look in the dungeon, you can see the chalice. So again, you need to press X, it'll bring up this screen. If you click on the seal, it'll teleport you into the dungeon. So you have created your own dungeon. I'll quickly show you something inside the dungeon as well. So I'll just wait for us to appear there. Okay, now we have entered the dungeon. What you can do is when you leave the main room that you enter, you then have the option to use your beckoning bell. The beckoning bell, it will use insight, but if your friend or a friend has a password and you both have your password set, they can join you in a dungeon and you can have up to 2 people help you. You can also have invaders if there's a Sinister Bell Maiden ringing as well. I will stop that. So silence that. Also, you can also ring your small resonant bell. What that will do is if you've got a friend that's in the dungeon and you don't want to use the makeshift altar, then you can use a glyph to enter that dungeon. I'll show you how to use a glyph in a moment. And then while you're actually here, you ring that, they ring their beckoning bell, and then you'll get summoned into their game. I will stop that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream. Yes. Okay, now we're back. So what we'll do is we go back to the altar that we used. We will remove this chalice. I'll quickly show you the second option, which is the Chalice Dungeon Search. We click on that. Basically allows you to go through these options, and rather than you create the dungeon, you can use this to, I'll show you, to bring up a list of dungeons that you can use. These were created by other players, and you can just use these to enter the dungeon. Okay, now the one that I want to show you as well is search by a chalice glyph. So for example, if there's a special weapon or special gem for your weapon that you want, you can actually get glyphs that will take you to the specific dungeons where you will find them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter 4 U H N B 7 K Y. There is an input screen. You can't see it on your screen, but when you do this you will see one. I'll search, it'll say that's the glyph I've entered. I'll click OK. It'll bring up the actual dungeon that it is. So this was created by someone. Now something important with dungeons, on the right where it says privacy, if you want other people to be able to join you in there, make sure it says open. If it doesn't say open and it has dashes across it, it means this closed and other people can't join you. So that's just something to remember. Now, this is the dungeon that the glyph opens. We'll select yes, and it'll open the dungeon, and we could enter it the same as we did previously. But I'm not going to. I'm going to close it. So that's how you open the dungeons. You can do it with any of these here. The principle's the same. And yeah, let me know if you need any clarification on anything or anything doesn't make sense. I intend to make more how Bloodborne works videos where I will be explaining other things. So if there is anything in particular you would like, let me know. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. What I'd like to say is this game is amazing, so if you haven't played it, play it. It's part of the Dark Souls games. I'll be honest and say I haven't actually played any of the other Souls games. This is my first one, but I do intend to play the others eventually. But I would highly recommend this game. It is amazing. Even once you've completed the game, you can still power up, you can still get stronger, you can do so many amazing things. So I'd highly recommend it. This is, for me, one of the best games that I've ever played. Okay, I will leave it there. What I will do as well is, if you don't own the game and you'd like to buy it, I'll leave an Amazon link in there because I'm an Amazon affiliate, and if you do buy it from there, I will get some help. But there's no pressure to buy it from there. If you've got the game, enjoy it. If you can find it somewhere for really cheap, I recommend you get it. This game is absolutely amazing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Yeah, please subscribe and please leave a like. And yes, I will see you soon. Bye bye.